What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Jose here at the First Round By podcast, accompanied by my boy, Mr. Sauce.
What's up, guys and ladies and just everyone in general? Welcome to episode 22. 22. Unbelievable. We've probably got another episode before...
Probably one more.
Before the end?
Or maybe two.
Maybe two. Who knows? Either way, this episode, as promised last time, is going to be a Super Bowl preview. I forgot to check to see which Super Bowl number this was.
I'm pretty sure it's 56.
56.
If I'm wrong, I apologize.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and say Super Bowl 56 preview. Yeah, and so obviously, if you haven't been living under a rock, the AFC champions and the NFC champions, they were... man, why did I go blank just a second ago? I was literally just looking up their jerseys and stuff. So we got the Cincinnati Bengals arriving to the title game for the first time in I can't remember how long.
A long time.
It's been a long time. Cincinnati Bengals versus the LA Rams. It's going to be a great game. And we've talked briefly about it before. And I am loosely rooting for a certain team. And part of the reason why is just because I like the stories that have come about with them and everything. Now I could be going back and forth for the next few days and everything leading up to the Super Bowl. But for the most part, actually before I say mine, who are you going to be rooting for?
Man, it's a tough one. I don't remember if I kind of spoke on it a whole lot last episode, but I don't hate either team. I actually love both teams. The Cincinnati Bengals, freaking Joe Burrow, he's been playing out of his mind, second year after coming back from a pretty nasty injury. Mm-hmm. You got Jamar Chase, who's arguably maybe the offensive rookie of the year. Right. You got T. Higgins playing phenomenal right beside him. You got Tyler Boyd, Uzoma, Joe Mixon, B. Ryan.
So many offensive players.
So many offensive weapons to your credit. And that defense has been stepping up and playing pretty well, especially when it matters most. Now, my only concern so far is, I'm going to mention it again, was that Titans game whenever that O-line gave up 9 sacks.
Yep.
But anyway, so Joe Burrow and co. Love that team to death. They're a young, great team. Excited to watch this game. And on the other end, you got the Rams, man. Yeah. Matthew Stafford, and it's a great story, It
really is.
From going to the Lions, who, I think he was there for 9 years, and they sucked every year.
It was probably about 8 or 9 years.
Something like that. But, they haven't really had much success. So,
exactly.
They acquired Matthew Stafford, and they've acquired a bunch of other talented options on the defense side of the ball and on the offense side of the ball. So, I like both teams. Really want both teams to get a ring.
Right.
But honestly, I wouldn't be mad if one or the other one. I'm not going to... We'll save the score predictions for later.
Yes.
But if the Rams don't win, I feel like that's going to be tougher on them just because they've put in more...
They are all in.
They're all in right now. They're all in. They've done a bunch of trades in the past couple years, few years, kind of like we talked last episode. So if they lose, I feel like they have more on their plate. Of course, Sean McVay's been there, I think, around 5 years. Mm-hmm. And then on the other side, I think, what's his name? Zach Taylor, the head coach?
Zach Taylor, yes.
I think he's on his third year, and his first 2 years weren't that great. And, they're doing what they're doing now.
Now they're playing out of their minds and everything. No, I mean, that's a pretty good synopsis. I would also say that I think we're both pretty much in the same boat. There's a lot of feel-good stories that I'm rooting for. I wouldn't mind seeing Stafford get a ring, especially with like you touched on all those terrible years with the Lions and everything. Him being able to take that next step with better talent, better coaching, and a lot of it too has to do with them believing in him, as opposed to the Lions organization, which is kind of weird because the Lions organization was always one of those really big storied franchises and everything. I mean, they have that whole thing where they play literally every Thanksgiving. And so to see them not doing so well, and they haven't done well in a long time.
Right.
So, but obviously Stafford's in a better place. You root for Cooper Kupp. He's a great dude. A lot of these guys, see, that's the thing. Kind of like what you said. There is no villain in this story right now. Mm-hmm. Like both of them, you can root for both of them, and nobody would really, give you any shit for it.
Well, here's the thing about it though, because if the Bengals don't win, I wouldn't be too concerned. Like,
right.
you literally have one of the youngest teams in NFL football playing at that level of success or whatever. So if they lose, they'll probably be right back at it. I was gonna say tomorrow. Next season. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're gonna make the Super Bowl again, but they're still gonna have a ton of talent. And whenever you play at that level, you're gonna attract free agents. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, if the Bengals lose, it's not over for you guys. Like you have franchise quarterback and you have a franchise receiver and you got a bunch of talent. So, like I said earlier, if the Rams win, like maybe it's time to start panicking for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they got more to lose.
Especially like you said, they acquired Jalen Ramsey. They acquired Von Miller. They've already got Aaron Donald. They got Matt Stafford.
Sony Michel as well.
Sony Michel. Obviously, they've had Cooper Kupp and everything, and then they got OBJ.
Odell, yep.
Yeah, and so, like you said, I mean, they do have a lot more to potentially lose because of the fact that they are in win-now mode.
Right.
And so that then begs the question, like, well, when are they going to do anything?
Right.
Because they do have a bunch of all those contracts. I'm sure I don't think that they can. Okay, so I'll say they absolutely cannot keep that team together after this season.
Right.
More than likely,
right.
Because a lot of those contracts are pretty lofty. Now, you look at the other side with the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow still on his rookie contract. Jamar Chase still on his rookie contract. I don't know about everybody else. Like, I don't know about the contract details of, like, Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins and everything. But whenever you have your franchise quarterback on his rookie deal, and, I mean, he's only been in the league for 2 years.
Yeah, I mean,
2 years,
a year
right?
and a half, technically, since he went out about half the year last year.
Yeah. So you still got him on a good deal for at least the next 2.5 seasons. Mm-hmm. Jamar Chase, pretty much the same thing. So, and I think my favorite part about all of this is just the fact that just the greatness that is the duo of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Mm-hmm. I think that's so cool because that's one of those things that you only cook up in like NCAA or a Madden game, you know?
Yeah.
Like whenever you're playing with your buddies or something, you're like, all right, well, I'm going to play as the quarterback. You're going to play as a wide receiver. We'll find a way to draft each other on the same team and everything. It's literally happening in real life.
Well, hell, even like the Odell and what's his name, Jarvis Landry.
Yep.
Did they play in high school together? I want to say they might have. I'm sorry.
I know
if
they
I'm wrong
played
on this.
college together.
They played for sure in college together,
but I don't know about high school.
And then, of course, they played on the Browns together. So that's one of those like cool stories, like growing up together. I want to say they did play in high school. Like I said, I could be wrong, but
yeah.
But anyway, that's a crazy cool story. But kind of like what you said, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase to go back to the LSU days. So that's really cool for them to team up and go play in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, and especially since they played a national title together.
Yeah,
and won. Mm-hmm. It's just it's a great story.
Oh, a crazy stat that I saw the other day. It was like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have never lost a playoff game in college or NFL together. You know what I mean?
That's nuts.
That's pretty crazy. You know what I mean?
That's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
They are definitely going to be probably one of the top duos in the NFL going into this next season and for future years too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it's gonna be a great time. One thing that I did notice, and I wanted to touch on that too. So I don't know if he goes by Chad Johnson now or if he still goes by Chad Ochocinco, mm-hmm. former Bengals wide receiver. He had a couple of All-Pro seasons and then tons of Pro Bowl seasons. Anyway, so 2 stories. Did you see that I always say, did you see, acting like he's not the one that I saw sharing it on Facebook. So, but did you see that story about how Chad Johnson invited a bunch of Pro Bowl players to go to breakfast with him at IHOP?
I did see that, actually.
And nobody showed up?
Yeah.
For one, I think that's hilarious. But it also kind of makes sense. I feel like because somebody said that, I mean, having all that many people in one room, especially with all the protocols that they have going on and everything, it was probably not a good idea. But I just thought that was funny. But also on the other end, I saw this crazy thing that, so Chad Johnson was sitting there saying that he was like talking about how the NFL and everything, they want fans to come out and support their teams and everything. But then they showed a graphic on there. The average prices for a Super Bowl seat, and like we talked about before, whenever I was first looking, they were about $8,000 a piece for seats.
For the cheapest ones.
Yeah, for the cheapest ones. And now they've grown up to about 17 to 20K. And I mean, he raised a valid point. Like, how do they expect people to want to go and support these franchises as fans and stuff? And I mean, both of us, we're as big of fans as you can get for our respective teams. And I still don't know if I would be willing to. Hell, I'd have to take out a fucking loan in order to be able to go to the Super Bowl.
You have to go donate one of your testicles or something.
I really would. I'd have to, just because. Hell, it'd be like taking out another car payment.
Yeah.
And just for one time going to the Super Bowl, because I mean, Lord knows I don't have that just sitting around. I'm not Billy. Shout out to our boy Billy. But yeah, no, it's still just it's amazing that these, and I get it, because there's a bunch of advertisements that go on, and of course the biggest championship game. I want to say it's probably the biggest championship game in the world and everything. But that's also coming from the ignorant spot of only really watching football. So, but yeah, the prices are just so outrageous, and especially since like most of the games, like regular season and postseason, they're pretty affordable. But then all of a sudden you hit the Super Bowl and it goes to like 100 times,
literally
like 100 times, and it's just it's nuts. But at the same time, like he obviously, Chad Johnson, if he was the one that said it, I'm sure everybody else is thinking that too.
Oh yeah.
But even though he said it and everything, he's got a point. But at the same time, you look at take a look at the attendance at the Super Bowl. I mean, my goodness, everybody's there. Like, there's tons of people there. But I think the biggest problem too is just that the only people that are there are obviously the big stars and everything in Hollywood and other sports that 20K is like $20 to us. Yeah. Well, I say that $20 is still quite a bit for me.
And I feel like part of the reason why the tickets are so expensive this year, especially, because in the past, because I remember when the Pats went to the Super Bowl against the Rams, and I've talked to you about this. The cheapest ones I found were $3,000, which is still stupid expensive, but compared to that to $17,000, you know what I mean? But I mean, the game is in LA.
It's in LA.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's in LA. It's in the SoFi Stadium, brand new stadium. So depending on where the Super Bowl is being hosted, I feel like that kind of dictates in a way the prices of the tickets. So like, if you have a freaking game that's getting played in, I don't know, it's a smaller city to LA.
There's tons of smaller cities.
And I know probably that they won't have a Super Bowl in Green Bay because of the weather.
Right.
Let's just say they were having a Super Bowl in Green Bay. You know what I mean? Compared to LA. So.
Right. Yeah, and that's a very valid point, because everything's super expensive in LA and everything. So
and plus, it's like a tourist city.
It is.
So it's going to be booming with tourists and all the other good stuff.
Yeah. Another thing that we haven't really spoke too much about is just the fact that this is the second year in a row, I believe, that we are having a Super Bowl team that is basically a home field team.
Yeah.
Which
it's never happened. I think the last year whenever the Bucks hosted it, that was the first time it ever happened. Now we're having it back to back. Crazy.
Ooh, that's crazy. Yeah. I did see a joking meme. I'm pretty sure that you posted it. That was about it was saying something along. No, Isaiah posted it. It was the one about how, all right, well, Tampa Bay, obviously the Super Bowl was in Tampa and all this other good stuff. And it was like, you want to get a Super Bowl that's not going to ever have a home team? Dallas.
Yikes. No offense, guys.
Yeah.
We still love you.
Yeah, sometimes. But yeah, no, I'm sure it's going to be an electric atmosphere, and I'm sure that it's going to be incredible. The game's going to be amazing. Also, to one of your points, I'm backtracking a whole lot because I just now thought of this. But whenever you're talking about how Joe Burrow was pretty much assaulted against the Titans whenever they had 9 sacks against him, I feel like the Rams sometimes their defensive line should be playing better than they do. And I feel like their defense sometimes underperforms.
Oh, yeah. Considering all that talent that they have.
Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. Like, just the fact, like, they should, with all that talent that they have with Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, you got the best defensive players pretty much on the planet playing for you. Theoretically, if you're playing well, people shouldn't be scoring on you at all. Mm-hmm. Especially since you got the lockdown corner and Jalen Ramsey. The quarterback should be on his ass every single play. Well, damn near every single play because of Aaron Donald and Von Miller, but they don't. And so, but at the same time, I feel like I'm interested to see what Cincinnati does to protect Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
I think they're going to do a lot of rollouts and because you saw a lot of mobility against the Chiefs and everything.
A lot of play action, RPOs.
That's right.
Well, we'll see what they do. I mean, they got 2 weeks of practice, so
absolutely.
So yeah, it's going to be exciting, man.
Another crazy cool thing that could happen, especially I can't wait to see how the Bengals defense performs against Matt Stafford and all those weapons, because we all know Cooper Kupp is one of the better route runners in the league. They also have Van Jefferson, OBJ. They've got tons of talent on there, but in the second half, the Bengals shut out the Chiefs for the most part.
Yep.
Like they were harassing Mahomes, putting him into terrible positions. So it's going to be a hell of a game. I'm at least hoping it's going to be a hell of a game.
Yeah, I know it will be.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, or I haven't said this actually, but I might have. The way that the playoffs have been going so far, like,
oh yeah,
it's going to be a good game. Like, and it's a Super Bowl. You're going to get the best of both teams.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? On the defensive end, offensive end, coaching, everything. Like, dude, this is what you play for. Like,
absolutely.
You're going to get the best of both teams, and if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. But I mean, know. Just imagine being in the position. There's no way they're not going to give it their all. So obviously, it's going to be a great game, man.
Yeah. Also earlier, obviously since it's been the week leading up to the Super Bowl, I've seen tons and tons of stuff of like different facts and fun facts and everything. I guess there's only one player on the Bengals team that's been in a Super Bowl.
Which one?
I can't remember. I want to say it was a backup or something. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to pretend like I know every single player on the Bengals. So, but yeah, that's the only. There's only been one person that's played in the Super Bowl. So, kind of like what we spoke about previously. I thought that inexperience was going to hurt the Bengals a little bit more, but so far they've risen to the occasion and they're playing really well. Same with the Rams. The Rams were one of the preseason favorites to go.
Oh, for sure. With that amount of talent, you got to be one of the faves,
Absolutely. So I'm excited either way. Are we about to give our score predictions?
Yeah, let's hear.
Or do you got something else?
No, I think we've pretty much got everything off that we've needed to say. So
pretty much shit everything out.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the.
What are your score predictions, Sas?
God, man. Okay, so. Especially with how this whole season has been unraveling and the way that the postseason has been playing out and everything, I think that it's going to come down to a field goal. And I think it's going to be, I'm going to say 31-28.
Ooh.
31-28.
That's very, very, very close. Very close to my score prediction.
Yeah. 31-28. And I'm going to say, so honestly, we could go either way, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say the Bengals are going to come out on top.
Oh, okay.
And part of the reason why, so I've gone back and forth on this. Part of the reason why, for one, I think it's going to be a high scoring game because both quarterbacks are in the elite category right now. I mean, they're both playing in the Super Bowl. They're fucking great. But the main thing is kind of like what I was talking about. The Rams, sometimes their defense underperforms. Who knows? Maybe they'll shock me and somebody will hold the other team to like 7 or 10 points. But I'm expecting another like offensive shootout and everything. And I think it's going to come down to the last drive. I think it's going to come down to the last drive, just like all the other games in the postseason. And the Bengals kicker is nasty. Absolutely nasty. He's super clutch. Hate every single time I saw him come out for a kick because that boy, if it's 50 plus, it doesn't matter. It's automatic pretty much. Mm-hmm. I say that and he misses the game winner or some shit like that. But yeah, no, I'm going 31-28 Bengals. And I'm gonna say that they're probably gonna make Joe Burrow the MVP.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah.
So because here's the deal. I want both teams to win. Like I said 1,000 times, I love both teams. I love Stafford. I love Cooper Kupp. I love Sean McVay. I love I like the Rams team.
Oh yeah.
I love Joe Burrow. I love what they stand for. The players they got. Like I don't like. If I could give them both Super Bowl trophies, I'd give it to them. You know what I mean? I'm serious.
I'm pretty much at the same spot.
So too. I'm kind of just going based off of, I guess, gut feeling. Mm-hmm. And I think that the Rams are going to win.
Ooh,
I think it's going to be 27-30.
Ooh, okay.
If it's not, and you've kind of already said everything I wanted to say. Mm-hmm. Like it's going to come down to a last possession. It might even go into overtime. Overtime and you have a field goal kick. I just think that the Rams, they have more experience with the coaching, with the players. They just have the experience there.
Absolutely.
But whenever I sit there and think about it, I'm like, but everybody's been saying that, like, kind of like down talking the Bengals, saying they're inexperienced, they're rookies, they're this, they're that. But I mean, they've made it to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
So you can't sit there and say inexperience is going to play like a vital role in whoever wins.
Oh yeah.
Just because, like I said, the Bengals, they've made it this far.
I was about to say they've fought through 3 very tough road games.
Exactly. So I don't think that is really much of an excuse at this point. You know what I'm saying? So,
correct.
But like I'm saying, I feel like the Rams will take it. They just have more experience. And they got Matthew Stafford, who's been in the league for, far more time than Joe Burrow, obviously.
Definitely.
So, like I said, I'm going to give it to the Rams 30-27.
30-27.
But if the Bengals win, don't get me wrong, I'd be freaking happy. I love Joe Burrow.
I was about to say, I was going to throw out that disclaimer as well. Like, I'm going to be happy with whoever wins because, I mean, it's hard for me to, like, most years, there is something that I don't like about one team. Mm-hmm. And so I end up rooting for the opposite team. But this year, it's weird, kind of like what I said earlier. There's really no villain in the story. Like you said earlier, obviously the Rams have a little bit more to lose. And regardless of whoever wins and whoever loses, the future for both teams could potentially be pretty bright. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a great game. It's going to be exciting and everything. And I hope that you guys also enjoy it. And also, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you like it. Make sure you comment down below. Let us know what you guys think. Because I know I love being able to, I don't think I've read a comment in a while. So you guys need to hop down in the comment box and let us know. Interact with us. Tell us who you think is going to win. Because everybody likes throwing out their score predictions. And everybody likes talking shit and talking smack and all that good stuff. So do that.
Let me do a little something.
Okay.
Let me do a little something. Okay. If all 3 of you listeners are listening this far into the episode, whoever gets the closest score prediction, all right, I will give you a free first round buy hoodie.
Ooh.
That's right. So all you people in Germany, I will ship it to you for free.
Deadass. I will contribute. Obviously, I mean, this is a joint partnership, so.
Yeah, sorry, Sauce. I'm kind of.
Hey, no, that's fine. I'm okay with it.
But we have to have more than one person participate. So if you're on YouTube, drop your score predictions. We don't do participation trophies. Exactly. Drop your score predictions down below. The one that makes the closest, we'll give you a free hoodie.
Yeah.
And if you're out of the country, we'll ship one out to you. If you're out of the state, we'll ship one out to you. If you're in the local area, I'll deliver it myself, or I can have Sauceman deliver it.
That's right. Or maybe we'll both deliver it.
Or maybe you can hop on the show with us, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
If I don't like you, maybe not.
Or if you don't know shit. I'm just kidding. Everybody knows shit.
I don't even think we do.
No, we really don't.
But
anyway, so yeah, and also make sure you guys subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for post notifications so you know anytime we post a video, because Even though we've alluded to this, but even though the season's going to be ending for football, we are not. Or will we? I don't know. You'll have to hit that bell and see if we do or not. See if we die or not.
Oof, gone for 8 months.
All right, Josie. Just like always, any final thoughts for our lovely, lovely viewers?
Appreciate you guys. Everybody from down the road and across the pond, if you will, and
absolutely
just continue to support. We love you all, and give us your score predictions, man. Excited for this game
for sure. You heard it here first, obviously, because we're first round bye. Get it? Yeah. So you hear it first. Anyway, participate in our little giveaway. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. As is the Super Bowl. We're excited about it. Check us out on all the streaming services: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, the Tube, and I can't keep a straight face whenever I say that. But anyway. We've rambled on way too long. We love you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Peace.